On the sixth day, God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." So God formed Adam from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and Adam became a living being. God blessed him and gave him authority over every living creature. Then God planted a beautiful garden in Eden, filled with every tree that was pleasant to the sight and good for food. In the middle of the garden were two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God placed Adam in the garden to work it and take care of it, and he gave Adam a command. "You may eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for in the day you eat of it, you will surely die." Then God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." God brought all the animals to Adam to see what he would name them, but among them no helper was found for him. So the Lord God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, and he took one of his ribs and made a woman from it. When Adam saw her, he said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." The man and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. But one day, the serpent, who was more cunning than any other creature, came to the woman and said, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve replied, "We may eat from the trees, but God said not to eat or touch the tree in the middle of the garden, or we will die." The serpent said, "You will not surely die. God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful and desirable for gaining wisdom, so she took some and ate it. She also gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate. Then their eyes were opened. They realized they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. In the cool of the day, they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden. God called out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam said, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam replied, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me the fruit, and I ate it." God turned to Eve. "What is this you have done?" she said. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Then God pronounced judgment. To the serpent he said, "Cursed are you, will crawl on your belly and eat dust all your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "I will increase your pain in childbirth. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you listened and disobeyed, cursed is the ground because of you. You will eat from it by the sweat of your brow until you return to the ground. For dust you are, and to dust you will return." Then the Lord God made garments of animal skins to clothe Adam and Eve, a symbol of his care even in their fall. But he said, "The man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and eat from the tree of life and live forever." So the Lord God banished them from the Garden of Eden. He placed cherubim and a flaming sword, flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life, and so began mankind's life outside the garden, marked by struggle, but also by God's continued presence, promise, and plan for redemption.